Aloha y'all, Daniel Aaron here, your guide to vibrant living. And here at the Art of Vibrant Living HQ in this month, we are diving into the great, important, essential, powerful topic of mindset. And in other videos and blog and various places, we've talked already about what mindset means and why it's so frickin' important, and how it can easily be overlooked. So now in this video, I'm giving you a little guide to how you can shift your mindset, right? Because it's one thing to know about it, and we're in an era where knowing about something isn't really that valuable. Information's everywhere, it's easy. What's really value is knowing how to apply what we know, right? So here's my three-part process for how to shift your mindset and put it on an upward vibrating trajectory. So important for a thriving life, so important for a conscious life, so important for a creative life, because if we don't do this, it means we're just living out the past. It means we're doing what everyone else is doing. And that's fine if that's what you're into, though. If you're here with me, I'm guessing you are interested in your greatest potential, into thriving, into the art of vibrant living. So here's the three parts. Number one, every day do the C-dip. C-dip, C-D-I-P. C-dip stands for Creative Dynamic Inward Process. Creative Dynamic Inward Process, also known as quantum meditation, also known as taking some conscious time to disengage from the outer world, from all that stimulus, from all those vibrations, all those demands, perspective, opinions that are around us all the time. Not good or bad, they just contain a certain thought form, a certain vibration. In yogic language, this process of coming inward, blocking out everything from our sense perception, it's called pratyahara, often translated as withdrawal of the senses. And when we do that, then we are not entraining to what's out there. Entraining means any two bodies in proximity will align to the same vibration. So we all tend to be influenced by what's around us. So if we want to be a conscious creator of our lives, one of the first things we have to do is create our life rather than react to the outside world. We have to tune inward and say, who do I want to be? What do I want to experience? And best way I know, most important way, is the creative dynamic inward process. From the outside, it looks like nothing. From the outside, it looks like meditation. I don't use that word meditation, though, because it means so many different things to so many different people. It means trying to stop the mind, sitting still, relaxing, all these kind of things. No, instead, speaking fast, right? I get excited. Okay. Instead, the creative dynamic inward process is, yes, we block out the outside world. And I use headphones, and I use a certain type of music that helps me to focus inward and then get into the zone, the alpha state, or even lower brainwave states that are kind of like trance, right? And when we get ourselves into a trance, then we are malleable. We are programmable. And here's the thing, right? Kiki got excited. Kiki the Wonder Poodle. Here's the thing. We all tend to be programmed by our parents, society, religion, our genetics, right? We come into the world and there is programming happening all the time, right? What is television? It's telling a vision. It's saying this is the way you see the world, and whether it's actual television or books or media or parents or those around us, we are getting programmed. So if we are, and a great thing that Sri Bhagwan Rajneesh said years ago, someone said to him, well, meditation, that's like programming, isn't it? It's like hypnosis. And he said, no, it's deprogramming. So this creative dynamic process creative, dynamic, inward process is our opportunity to hypnotize ourselves, to program ourselves. It's to say, wait a minute, these are all the programs that are out there. Which one do I want? Do I want any of those? Do I want to create my own? So when we get into that alpha state, that trance state, that programmable state, then we get to say, what do I want, right? And we get a clear intention, we get a picture, we get an imagination of what we want to feel, to be, to do, to have, what we want life to be like. Neville Goddard talks about it as an imaginal act. So we get to create a drama in our own imagination, and when we do that, there's a certain vibration to it. We are programming ourselves with that vibration, and then if we feel the feelings associated with that, if we make it real, if we in this imaginal world draw in what would be the sense perceptions of that, right? What does it sound like in that reality? What does it feel like emotionally in that reality? What do we hear? What do we see? The more real we make it, that vibration comes alive in us. And then guess what happens as we move through our regular life? We attract that to us. We attract the people, the incidents, the opportunities that bring that into our life. So that's part one. And I will say very briefly now, part 2 and 3, and I'll expand on those later so we don't make this too long of a video. So part 1 is the C-dip, the inward process. Part 2 is feeding our mind consciously on a daily basis, right? So, as we know, we tend to be impacted, influenced by what we take in, right? Doesn't mean we can't reject something. Somebody says, hey, you're not very smart. Well, we can say, hey, well, I don't take that in. And that always takes work. On the flip side, if we tune into people, thoughts, vibration, food, media that is supportive, that is uplifting, that is in line with what we want to create, that is influencing us, or you could say raising our vibration. So number 2 is to consciously tune in to that which supports who we are becoming. And number 3 is to tune our awareness to the place that we notice when our mindset drops, when limitations appear, when our vibration drops. And when we notice that, and it happens for all of us, it happens for me every day, one way or another at various times, then we can say, vibe up, right? We notice it. Awareness is so key. Vibe up. We say it out loud. We declare it. That's a pattern interruption. And then we replace that thought, belief, whatever it is that's there, that vibration, with something that's resourceful, a vibration, a thought, an action. We break the state of that limited perspective, that limited vibration, and replace it with what we want, what is resourceful, something that is uplifting. Good golly. I feel like I included a whole lot in here. I hope it's useful, interesting, right? This is how we use spiritual technology, awareness technology, mindfulness to shift our vibration, to shift our mindset, to create what we want. We use the C-dip. We feed our mind and hearts with the vibrations, the information that's useful and in alignment with what we're wanting to create, who we are becoming. And number 3, we tune our awareness so that when we fall out of that state, when we get unresourceful, we shift, we vibe up, we change it. All right, y'all. I hope this is useful, interesting. Thank you for tuning in. See you later.